Alright guys, we are back in lockdown in our at-home series number 2. There's a couple of points I want to make today. The first one being is we have got 6 weeks. Now we can either hum and haw and be in and out and faff about for the next 6 weeks and have your fitness deteriorate, or we can do what many did the last time around. When I think of the Eileen Foleys, the Claire Means, the Maura O'Briens, the Robin Giffords, people that really doubled down on their fitness. They focused on their habits inside the kitchen. They really kind of used this time to, I suppose, embed a good routine when kind of everything else went to shit. So what I'm asking everyone is to really double down over the next 6 weeks, and despite kind of working out from home, we can really kind of pick things up. We can go into Christmas time, we can go into a time when normally we kind of relax and let the waistlines expand. We can nearly tighten those up. So let's do this. We've been here before. We've learned from first time around how to make this better. We're going to make these at-home workouts that little bit better. So let's do this. The second thing I want to point out is tonight a lot of people are taking equipment. We've got over 30,000 euros worth of equipment going out. We're giving it out all on good faith. And we don't have a barbell, we don't have a plate, we don't have a kettlebell, dumbbell, sandbag or rower left in the gym. Anything that can be picked up and transported, we've allocated to everyone. I've had over 100 to 150 emails yesterday, people looking for equipment. And all that I'm giving out is, I'm giving out rowers to maybe people that have injuries or maybe mightn't be able to do the impact of the high intensity workouts. I'm giving out barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, sandbags to people to load up the heavy squats and hinges. For people that maybe don't have the ability to lift heavy weights, you don't need equipment. But everyone, even those people I'm giving heavy kind of barbells to for kind of squats and stuff, front squats, we're all going to need a backpack. This is going to be the number one most important piece of equipment that we're all going to use. So what Ennis Bland came up with is get a bag of kitty litter. You can pick it up dirt cheap in a pound shop. This is 5 litres, it's probably about 7 kilos. We can pop it into a backpack. Some of you could probably do it getting maybe two bags and just popping it in. Just maybe packing it with an old towel or some old clothes just to make sure it's not moving around the place. But now we've got a really versatile piece of equipment. We can start using it for ground to overheads. We can use it for our sandbag squats. We can pretty much use it to load up everything, okay? So we want to get, number one, is get that piece of equipment sorted today. Get a backpack, fill it, and I want somewhere in the region of 10 to 20 kilos in that backpack. The second thing that we're going to be using quite a bit is going to be a step. So some sort of a box, a chair, something that's solid enough though. It can't be spongy, it can't be, you can't have instability on it. It needs to be kind of rock solid. So luckily we've got a bench, but obviously just a wooden kind of step or a stool would be really useful for an awful lot of exercises we're going to do. Then when it kind of comes to space, this is about the kind of this amount of space that we're going to need. This is the kind of ideal setup, is you have the laptop in front of you, so we can be kind of seeing everything, and then you're only going to need maybe 4 square meters. We don't need a whole pile of space. All you need is a bit of space underneath the stairs and a hallway, a spare bedroom, so something like that. Just push the bed out of the way. Continuing with the kind of equipment, I'd get a yoga mat. If someone needs one, message me now. Even if you've kind of got a nice carpet down, you're going to get carpet burns. So everyone's going to need some form of a mat, because we will be doing a lot of floor-based exercises. Then finally, what we're going to need, or nearly there, we're going to need a couple of tins of beans, or just any kind of tin goods. You'll be surprised how heavy I can make that. And then lastly, we're going to need a wooden dowel. I don't have a wooden dowel. I've got a brush, but a wooden dowel is going to be that little bit stronger. And then set up, some days we might need it set up, something like that, where we can put the wooden dowel in between 2 chairs, just so we can kind of do inverted rows. So that's basically the setup and the equipment that we're going to need. It's going to be very minimalistic. A lot of people aren't going to need an awful lot of equipment, and the backpack is going to be essential. And then people were giving out some additional weight just to load up heavy squats for some people that need the intensity. Now, moving forward onto how is the whole thing going to basically operate. What I want you to do is I've already updated the programming for Thursday and Friday. So when you click into the workout, you'll be able to see the equipment needs of the day. So 5-10 minutes before the class, have a look through, make sure that you've kind of got the equipment that you need. And we're not having people kind of running around back and forth, figuring out kind of what equipment they need. I want you to be set, ready to go. Number one is you book in as per normal via Wodify. Why is that so important? Is because when we're getting ready to do the classes, we can look to see who's booked in, and then we're making notes on having the individual kind of programming set up for each person. I know, for instance, that Mick O'Donovan, he's gonna have a barbell, so he's gonna be doing heavy front squats for me. But I know that Sabina, she doesn't have any equipment, so she's going to be using a sandbag. So we know where is each person's ability, and we're scaling it, but we also know who's got different pieces of equipment. So we're making notes on who's doing what based on their ability. So sign into Wodify as per normal, book your class, be accountable to it. I'll come back to that. Then you're going to just click on the link, which I'll be sending out. I've already posted it on Facebook. I'll be attaching it in an email. Those links will never change. They are reoccurring. You click on the link, you input your password, Gorilla, all caps, and then you're live with us on Zoom. I can see you. I'm going to be giving you the same instruction as per normal, as if we were in a class. You're getting your individualized program. You're getting that individual attention as per normal. So nothing kind of changes. Going back to that accountability, number one is Kevin Hills are going to be doing the vast majority of the Zoom classes. I'll be kicking things off tomorrow, making sure everything kind of goes as per normal. Then I'll be handing things over to the guys. My role is going to be every single day I'm going to be spending a couple hours a day on the phone, and not texting, not emailing. I'm going to be on the phone, and I'm going to make sure that I make 1, if not 2 points of contact with every single one of you. Can be gym related, can be fitness related, can be health related, but I just want to make sure to check in, make sure everyone's kind of doing their bit to try to move the needle in the right direction. And if they're struggling, we'll figure out how to help. But that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm just purely going to be the one to check in. The last at home series, we all kind of took turns. We kind of had maybe 30 or 40 people each, and we checked in with. I'm just solely going to look after that and leave the guys do the Zoom classes, and I'm going to follow up, see who's getting into classes, who's doing well, and who's not. So that's kind of how the whole next 6 weeks is going to go. But 2 quick final points just to run through. Number one, the equipment that I'm giving out, finally, just to reiterate that, I'm giving out over 30,000 euros worth of equipment where I'm doing this on good faith. Please do not take that equipment if you cannot guarantee that you're going to return it back to me in the same condition I give it to you. So if you can't look after it, if you can't mind it, don't take it. Secondly, is that on it, when I put out the call that I want that equipment back, that we're opening up on the 1st of December, it had better come back on the date I asked for it. Everyone's going to be able to turn up tonight at 9 o'clock to return it, or to take away the gear. They better be able to turn up on the day that I'm looking for that equipment back. And again, if you can't do that, if you can't accept it, don't take the gear. And the final thing that I'm going to reiterate on is that we've got 6 weeks, guys. It's a short window. Let's double down on our health and fitness. Let's move the needle in the right direction. Let's do this together. Let's bring a bit of positivity to everyone. Making sure that if you're going in the right direction, everyone else is going to be able to feed off your positivity. So we can do this together, guys. Let's do it.